Hello there everybody, it is I, Tony aka TTBurger88, and welcome back to a new video here. And those of you who saw my last video know that I made a video on my worst games of 2017. And I said I would make a best games of 2017 list, and this is where we're at today. Now, I was only able to put together 9 games total instead of 10, because I was trying to find at least 10 of them. But there weren't that many great games that came out this year and stuff like that, because like a lot of them was all the mainstream EA bullshit that we've seen before. Lots of them done to death, crap ass Call of Duty World War II and Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Need for Speed Payback and such. Nothing really good this year. But I was only like I said, I only put 9 games together. Now, before I go any further, I will admit that all these games here that are on my list are PS4 exclusives. So I know I'm gonna be getting, "Oh, you're a PS4 fanboy. How did you not even have any Xbox One games on your Nintendo Switch and stuff like that?" To be fair, I respect the other consoles, even though I may not like the Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch, so that I respect the other consoles and stuff. But I will say that I don't own the other console, I just own a PS4, so I can't really say anything else. So this comes from my point of view, and these are all PS4 exclusive games here. So yeah, I know, and we're gonna do the same thing we did for the last video. With number 1 being the least best game of 2017, and number 9 will be the all-time best game of 2017 for me. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's get started with number 1, Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter. Now, this game came out on the same day Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out, and I knew from the get-go that Star Wars Battlefront 2 was not going to be a good game because it was made by EA and had all the loot boxes and stuff like that. So I decided to just like go and buy this game because I'm a fan of these Japanese like action slash games, RPG games, stuff like that, and I wasn't disappointed at all. But I will admit though that this game, but when you play more of it and beat it, the game ends up being pretty average. But I'll explain that in a little bit. What Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter is that it's just you choose from one of 5 schoolgirls and you're trying to stop a zombie crisis in a school and around town, and you basically play as one of 5 schoolgirls, shooting zombies with a gun or bashing them with your melee weapon and stuff. And it's all mindless hack and slash fun, and you of course your characters level up more and more and stuff, and you just fight a lot of zombies, stuff like that. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I saying this game is average? Well, for the simple reason is because that this game is really short, and once you beat it, there's not much to do in it. Sure, you can go back and try and get a higher score and stuff like that, but there's basically nothing else to it. You can try and get the DLC costs and stuff like that and get more of the costs unlocked and more of the items unlocked, but this game is short and doesn't have much replay value to it. But I guess that's something you can expect from a game that was only for $40 and stuff like that. So that's why. I mean, it's not a bad game. I don't think it's a bad game. It's not a fantastic game. It's a good slash average game that's short. And if you're looking for some mindless fun, like games are like more of an adult version of Lollipop Chainsaw, then this game is for you. And that's what all I gotta say about that. Number 2, Atelier Furus, The Alchemist and the Mysterious Journey. Now, I did not play any of the Atelier games on the PS2 and stuff like that, or on the PS1. I first got into the Atelier series when I played Atelier Verona, The Alchemist of Ireland, and I played it and I loved it. It was a great RPG. It required you to use your head. And it of course involved like making items, figuring out what items to make, because you had to do a lot of missions and stuff, and you had to do a lot of missions before the certain deadline, and it was a fun game. Now, I will admit right now, I've never beaten a Atelier game because I've always gotten stuck at a part, and I just cannot progress, and for some reason I don't even feel like looking up online for some reason some of these games. I don't want to figure these games out on my own because like I feel like that I want to, but Atelier Furus is basically the second game in the PS4 series. First we had Atelier Sophie, now we have Atelier Furus. I skipped over the Atelier Aisha, Atelier Eski and Laji and stuff like that, mainly because Atelier Aisha did not have any Japanese voice setting in it, and because like I had not beaten the Ireland games, so I was fine with that. But Atelier Furus is basically just as great as the other games. The other Atelier games, like You got the first one, Ito Sylvia, was the Alchemist of the Mysterious Book, and we got the Alchemist of the Mysterious Journey here. And I know the third final one in the Mysterious trilogy is supposed to come out this March, so I'm looking forward to that. But this is like the second the second least best game, because I get stuck in it a lot. I enjoy the game, I enjoy fighting enemies, I enjoy making items, but I just cannot beat the game. I know it's a stupid reason to do that, but it's a fun game, don't get me wrong, it's a fun game. But I'm just saying that if you don't like getting stuck in games, this game isn't for you. But if you have patience like me who want to try and stuff like that, but then try and come back to it later, that's why it's number 2 on this list. So I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's a great game. Sometimes you get stuck in it quite easily. Number 3, Yakuza Kiwami. Now Yakuza, this is actually interesting. I got all the Yakuza games around my birthday. Yakuza Kiwami. I did not get the original Yakuza because it doesn't have any Japanese voice setting in it. Got Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza 2, Yakuza 3, Yakuza 4, and Yakuza 0. Yakuza Kiwami is on this list because this was the first Yakuza game I ever played, and it's actually refreshing because this is how you make an HD remake, an HD remaster, whatever. This is how you make an HD remaster. You put something that people wanted in it, the Japanese voice acting, make some changes to the gameplay, and then there you go. I mean, I know this game gets bashed because it's not like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, but who cares? It's not gonna be like Grand Theft Auto. Yakuza is its own game. You want to play Grand Theft Auto so badly? Go ahead and play Grand Theft Auto. This game is fun. If you like beating people up in games, like with your fists and stuff, then this game is for you. This game also has a fantastic story with fantastic voice setting that fits the characters like a glove. I mean, what more could you ask for? And the Steelbook edition and the regular edition are both the same price. And we're supposed to get Yakuza Kiwami 2 sometime, I think, upcoming soon. I don't know, next year or this year, they didn't really say yet, but Yakuza Kiwami is definitely a must-buy. And those of you who don't have this game, retire your PS2 version with the crappy English voice setting and get this one. And when Yakuza Kiwami 2 comes out, you can retire the PS2 version of Yakuza 2 as well. But now, getting on to number 4, Knack 2. Yeah, who remembers Knack? Knack was a launch title for the PS4 that got shunned by the critics so badly for no reason whatsoever, because of the graphics and because it felt like a Ratchet & Clank ripoff. Hello people, 3D platformers are gonna be like this most of the time. There was no Ratchet & Clank game out for it yet. Knack 2 is an improvement because, according to the one thing that people like, I was thinking co-op in it, but that's not the main reason I like the game. I like the game because it improves on the first game drastically, in a good way. It improves a lot, is what I mean to say. Sorry, I'm not being good with my vocabulary there, but this game improves a lot. It improves a lot, makes the fun aspects of Knack 1, and they take them in and make them even better. They make a fun 3D platformer better, with more open levels, a better looking character design, a better story, and more places to go, and that's what you get with Knack 2. And it's actually pretty cheap, it's only about $40, so you're getting it's really worth the price. I think it's dropped on the 20 now, but it's really worth it. It's really good for the budget. Number 5, Hatsune Miku Project Diva Future Tone. Now, I love the Vocaloid games. I first got into Hatsune Miku when playing Hatsune Miku Project Diva F on the PS3, and I went into this game knowing nothing about it. I thought it was going to be a JRPG. I brought it home and played, and I realized it was a rhythm-based game. And it was a much better rhythm-based game than crappy Guitar Hero and Rock Band. You don't need a guitar controller. All you need is your controller and stuff, and there you go. And you got some fantastic Vocaloid songs, too. What makes Hatsune Miku Project Diva Future Tone the best Vocaloid game ever is that it takes all the songs from Hatsune Miku Project Diva F and Project Diva F Second and bring them in here with the arcade-like graphics, plus new songs that weren't in any of the Vocaloid games here in the West. And this was a blessing because Hatsune Miku Project Diva X, which came out before this, was terrible because only 30 songs. Hatsune Miku was the one who had most of the songs. Only the other vocalists had only one song had one extra song, and that was basically it. It was an embarrassment to have in your collection if you were a Vocaloid fan. But this game fixed it. With over 250 songs in the game, you cannot go wrong. There's so much replay value to this. This is one of the games I played to death. I played this game to death, and I still play this game to death this day, trying to perfect most of the songs and stuff like that. And every Vocaloid game for me has that one song I want to perfect, and in this one, it's Like the Wind by Kagura Rin with Megumi and Luca in the background, who are my two top favorite Vocaloids. And they're both in, even though Luca's not singing the song, it's still nice to have them both in a video together. And sure, all you're doing is doing the songs here and watching the videos if you want to watch them. And sure, they don't have the dating sim mode and stuff like that, but who cares? It's all it is rhythm based. It doesn't need a crappy storyline like how it did in Project Diva Future X. This is a go-to Hatsune Miku game, when you get this, you can retire the Hatsune Miku Project Diva F games and just focus on this one, and you'll have tons more songs, tons more content to play that'll keep you entertained for a long time. And this game is almost over a year. It's almost a year old, and it still holds up really well to this day. Number 6, Horizon Zero Dawn, a game I had been following for a few years now when I first saw it at E3, done by Guerrilla Games. Now this game is an amazing game. It's an open world like game, which is pretty much kind of like Legend of Zelda, but more open world. And that's the reason why nobody cares. The sad thing is a lot of people don't care about this game because Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch did the same thing, and since Zelda's more popular and stuff, it had to get. When I'm not a Zelda fan and stuff, so I don't really care for Zelda. I think Zelda's overdone this shit, and I think Zelda needs to end. But this game is 10 times better than Zelda. 10 times better. More interesting characters, much better storyline, more fun gameplay, lots to do where you won't get bored, and then tell the fun, entertaining story, and kind of has a futuristic wood-like setting too, and it's fantastic. I enjoy it a lot. Sure, I got stuck and I have to replay it. I haven't played in a while, but for as far as I got up to, it's an amazing game. It was definitely one of the games us PS4 fans have been waiting for a long time, and the wait was pretty much worth it. Number 7, Senran Kagura, Peach Beach Splash. Now, I first got into Senran Kagura when playing Senran Kagura Esmo Versus on the PS4 a few days after I got Dare Live Extreme 3 Fortune for the PS4. Now, Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash is basically the next game in the Senran Kagura series here in the West. Instead of fighting, instead of using swords and stuff to fight and stuff, and being transforming to fight monsters and stuff, here in this game you are basically battling enemies and stuff with water guns. Because it's a summer-like game. Peach Beach Splash is a summer-like game, and you're basically just doing that. It's mindless fun. It's got a stupid story, but it's mindless fun, and it's definitely very entertaining. I beat the game, and I enjoy it. And guess what? Even when you beat the game, there's still a lot to do. There's a lot to do in this game. I mean, I can tell you how much there is to do in this game. I mean, even though the gameplay is very the same throughout most of the levels and stuff, except for you're doing multiple things, it's mindless fun, and that's what Marvelous was doing. They wanted to make a game that was mindless fun for people to enjoy, and it worked. And I congratulate them for that, because it's the third best game. Well, it's the third best game on this list. Number 8, we're getting to the wire here, people. Cyber Dimension Neptunia 4 Gods Online. Now, a lot of my friends who are my subscribers from friends on Skype and stuff like that know that I'm a huge fan of Neptunia. I first entered into Neptunia when playing the first game in 2011. I was looking up for JRPGs for the PS3 to get, and Cyber Dimension Neptunia was one of them, and I found it looked interesting. It was coming out a few days later. Excuse me. And then I got the game, and I was hoping it was gonna be good, and my hopes were accomplished. and I've been playing every single Neptunia game on the PS3 and PS4 since. I don't touch the handheld ones, and I own a handheld game system. And even the anime was awesome too. I've seen the anime, I've seen all the episodes of the anime, even the OVA, and I played all 4 of the games and stuff like that, not including this one. But now it's entered Side Mission Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online. This is not a JRPG, it's a hack and slash game with an RPG like area where your characters can level up and stuff. This is a spin-off game that takes place in this MMO world and stuff like that. So you have Neptune, who's purple heart, Noir black heart, and Blanc green heart, and the Blanc white heart and Vert green heart, who are all there and stuff. They have the same personalities, and like they're in this MMO and stuff. And I can't really spoil much of the story, but it's mindless fun. And I wanted to wait before I got this game because like I wasn't actually going to get it as a spin-off, and I'm not a big fan of spin-offs. But this game is a good spin-off, and it feels like a true sequel to Mega Dimension Neptunia V2, even though we'll probably be getting a sequel to that coming up soon. But this game was it's definitely a lot of fun, and like I said, all the Neptunia games are fun. They haven't disappointed me yet, but this game did definitely surprise me because I did not think this game was going to be that good. So great job, Maker Compile Heart. You did a great job at this. Okay, everybody, now we're down to the last game, and like in the last video, may I have a drum roll, please? Thank you very much. Now, number 9, the game, my favorite game of 2017. You want to know what it is? Oh, you do, huh? Well, since I'm a nice guy, I'll tell you what it is. Number 9 is Blue Reflection on the PlayStation 4 and Steam. Now, Blue Reflection was a game that came out on the same day Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. Blue Reflection is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best JRPGs of all time. Sure, I mean, like, I may say the Neptunia series is my favorite JRPG series as well, but this one, as a standalone game so far, this game is the best standalone JRPG ever made, in my opinion. Sure, I mean, like, we had Final Fantasy VII and Parasite even start that, but when it comes to JRPG for this generation, this is the best one. You have very likable characters, and I'm not going to give away too much of the game, because I know, like, the game, I know the game people want to play, so I'm not going to spoil too much of the game here, but, like, this game is a simple RPG. It's not too challenging, and it's not too easy either. You know, I didn't even die once solving, like I'm good at JRPGs. This was basically like what happens. That sure you may spend more time watching cutscenes and stuff and playing gameplay, but the game is kind of like a movie almost. Like it's kind of like a Japanese school anime like movie as well. You don't just fight enemies stuff. That's only a part of the game. You actually interact like how it is in real life. You talk to people, you check your messages and stuff. You do different activities and stuff. Well, the main character, Hinako, which I'm not only gonna actually I can't remember her first name. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, but your main character, Hinako, and she like you see what she does with everyday life, like how. You see her studying for a test. You can see her going to do swimming laps in the in the high school swim team pool and stuff. There's so much you can do, and the story gets engaging, more and more engaging each time. I will admit right now, like it is a fairly lengthy game, even though I didn't die in it at all. It's still a lengthy game. And even the battle system, like it's a turn-based RPG, but this is a turn-based one done right, because like you don't have characters who are overpowered and stuff. You don't want to use the other characters. Each character is equally strong, and they have a lot of cool powers they can use as well. And I just had a great time with this one because like I knew going into it I was expecting it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this excellent, great, whatever you want to call it. And I remember, like, when I went to GameStop, they were saying it was going to be very hard to find, and I actually happened to go there on opening day of when the game came out, and I got my copy, and I played it. It took me about, like a couple weeks to beat. I was playing Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash as well, but this game, I don't know what to say about. This game is excellent. It's a fantastic game that definitely that definitely a lot of people won't play because they don't own a PS4 and stuff, or because they don't like playing these type of games. They want to play the first-person shooters where they have no strategy or anything like that. But me being a gamer who has played different genres of games and stuff, this game is definitely my all-time favorite game of 2017, and I recommend you all to check this game out if you can find it, and also go and check out the other games I mentioned too. And that's pretty much it for my best games of 2017. Stay tuned, because there's more videos coming along the way. This is Tony aka Teacher 38. Peace out and have a great day.